Offering a wide variety of amenities such as a vibrant downtown, beautiful parks, and outstanding neighborhoods, the city of Birmingham is one of Michigan's premier communities. Maintaining a strong and vibrant community requires careful planning, prudent fiscal practices, and a clear vision for the future of the community. Each year, the city is faced with the task of projecting revenues and expenditures for the year ahead and preparing a proposed budget which meets the needs of the present while also planning for the future of our community. The proposed fiscal year 2014-2015 budget represents the second year of revenue improvement and is certainly welcome news as the city leaves behind a period of declining property and taxable values and full-time staffing levels that were reduced by 32%. While current forecasts present a more favorable outlook for revenues, in large part due to stabilization within the housing market, years ahead will continue to present financial challenges for the city due to rising costs and long-term capital improvement needs. Despite a rising housing market, it will still take several years to reach the taxable values seen in fiscal year 2007-2008. During this time, costs will continue to rise. Using this perspective, the proposed fiscal year 2014-2015 budget continues the city's efforts to minimize expenditure increases while maintaining services and planning for future community needs. The total recommended fiscal year 2014-2015 budget for all funds, including component units, is approximately $65.7 million, which represents an approximately 8% decrease over the prior year's budget. A significant portion of the decrease in expenditures for fiscal year 2014-2015 is attributable to a larger budget amount for capital improvements in the prior year. Over the past decade, the city has taken a number of significant steps in order to control future legacy costs. These measures include transitioning from a defined benefit model to a defined contribution model for both pension and retiree healthcare costs and reduction in the total number of full-time employees. The city's recommended fiscal year 2014-2015 general fund budget, which represents expenditures for major city operations, totals approximately $29.1 million and represents an increase of approximately 2% over the prior year's general fund budget. The general fund represents 44.4% of the city's total budgeted expenditures. Property taxes account for 67.1% of revenues within the city's general fund. Other major sources of funding include charges for services and license and permit fees. Within the proposed fiscal year 2014-2015 general fund budget, police and fire services account for $12.7 million, or 43.8% of all expenditures. Continuing the city's reinvestment in its infrastructure and equipment, the recommended fiscal year 2014-2015 budget includes $7.9 million in capital improvement projects. Of this amount, approximately $5.7 million is budgeted for improvements to streets, sidewalks, sewers, and the water delivery system. While the state legislature debates the future of road funding in Michigan, it is unknown what funds, if any, the city will receive in future years from the state. With future state funding uncertain, the city will need to carefully consider local options for funding these infrastructure needs of the community in the future. The recommended fiscal year 2014-2015 budget includes a recommended total property tax levy of 15.0950 mils, which represents a slight increase from the prior year's budget. The city's operating levy is proposed to remain the same at 11.6883 mils. The library levy is also proposed to remain unchanged at 1.1 mils. The city's refuge levy is proposed to increase from 0.9253 mils to 0.9633 mils as a result of increased costs. The city's debt levy is proposed to decrease from 1.3599 mils to 1.3434 mils due to the improvement in the city's taxable value. Based upon the recommended property tax levies, the average property tax bill will total $2,547. The total property taxes levied by the city account for approximately 33% of the total property taxes paid by taxpayers. With Oakland County programs, the state education tax, and Birmingham Public Schools accounting for the remaining amount. As a result of increased water delivery costs, including personnel costs and depreciation expenses, the water rates are budgeted to increase by 6.5%. The sewer rate is budgeted to increase by 0.1% in order to account for the increased charges from the Detroit Water Sewage Department and the Oakland County Water Resources Commissioner, as well as increased city maintenance costs. These increased costs have been almost entirely offset by a reduction in CSO maintenance costs. From a long-term perspective, though the City of Birmingham remains on solid financial footing, there are remaining challenges which require diligence and creativity to resolve in order to position the city for continued financial stability. It has been proactive management and thoughtful consideration to both the current and future needs of the community which has allowed the city to weather the recent financial storm. Overall, the city's recommended fiscal year 2014-2015 budget provides funding for a high level of city services while also investing in the long-term infrastructure needs of the community and continues to position the city for a strong future.